knew you'd come back for me.
Are you ready?
Yes. We're together again. Nothing can stop us now.
God, they make the way she talks so obvious in this one.
This isn't how I imagined saying goodbye to the Ishimura. Steady.
I'm good.
Are you afraid, Isaac?
No. With you, I can handle anything.
One more ride together, then. This all began in the core of the planet.
Daniel said EarthGov built the marker. Some experiment they abandoned hundreds of years ago.
What the fuck? I'm just skipping? I'm like teleporting? Okay.
If you're not ready, the miracle must be as terrifying as a nightmare. The planet is restless, hungry. It'll try to eat us alive. But we have the marker. We'll put things back the way they were. We will be whole again.
And she just up and disappears all of a sudden. Got it.
Isaac, now's our chance.
Nicole?
You can upload the marker from the console. Come on.
Look. Light in the sky.
What the fuck?
Gravity tethers on the Ishimura are feeling a tectonic load. We don't have long before all that rock falls. How do we do this?
We return the
Oh,
marker to its
God.
pedestal. The loading track leads directly to the excavation site. It'll work. The hive mind will obey. We'll be whole again. And you and I can be together.
I did not notice that in the first game. I never tried to look up this much, I don't think. Also, what the hell is Isaac doing right now? Like, he's bending backwards at a nearly 90-degree angle. Like, this must look goofy in third person, like, if I had more of an angle on it.
The marker signal changes us, recombines us, but there's a dead space in that signal. Around the marker itself, the eye of the storm. They can't stay in it for long.
I've seen it. But this pedestal, why there?
It amplifies. The marker's pulse will be felt across the planet. The dead will sleep, and the living will see what can't.
Oh, fuck. Whee! Get. It's weird, being near the spike, the marker seems to slow them down, but I also think it makes them more durable, maybe?
You miss them, Isaac?
Kelly and team? Yeah.
And your parents? Your mother was a unitologist. She believed.
She believed so much it killed her. Is this what she would have wanted?
She did. Would that make this easier?
Maybe it's a good thing I'll never know.
Isaac, there's no power in the section. The marker won't move. We're losing time.
Hit test connection. What's it say?
Power failure detected. Gravity control.
One of the ground side gravity tethers. Maybe a busted power line. I'm on it.
Please hurry.
I don't exactly remember doing this, but might be something from the original game. Yeah, this is different. This is different. Oh, I take the one from the elevator. Okay. Okay, I see. I see.
Power restored to West generator.
Ah, that took a while to figure out.
Power restored to tether generators. Ready for restart. Restarting tether. Now entering zero gravity.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen.
Janet, Isaac. Power is flowing again. Come back to the marker quickly. The excavation site is just up ahead. Make yourself.
Okay, I think I got all of the stuff, all of the shootables from there.
Exiting zero gravity.
There's a tank. I need to reload. Tank is behind me. I'm in the flames. Got a little too close. And one of the bomb boys ran up at me. And stasis. Oh, god damn it. This sucks. Okay, stasis again. Okay, I think I've killed him. Yep. Okay, I need to find where that tentacle spawns. I found this one. Whoa! No, you don't.
Get the marker to the pedestal. Hurry!
Don't like that its eyes are still glowing. Oh, there's still a baby. What? You're still alive? Die!
Please, Isaac! The hive mind is coming! You have to make us whole!
Come on. Thank you. Wait. Okay, yeah, it's dead. Is there not? Okay, there is some behind me. Let's, What? Okay, yeah, it activated. Uh-oh. Ow. I guess I placed that one earlier. Give me your arm. There's no way he's still alive. Okay, another arm, please? Another arm? No? Just a guy behind me? Got it. Oh, wait, we gotta... I need to stasis this one. Get knocked over. Thank you, and whee! And of course, this guy goes flying at me. And again, with these ones. Yeah! Oh, there's a bomber. Oh, I didn't even notice that guy. Just walks past me.
Isaac, I always believed in you.
Nicole.
We're whole again. We are whole.
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. All personnel, evacuate immediately.
Payload. I'll restart the tether. Buys time.
No.
Did she say no or go? It sounded like no, but I think the subtitle said go.
Rerouting gravity tether controls.
Come on, come on.
Forget it, Isaac. There's no fixing this.
Let her go, Daniels.
How are you here?
Can't you see how delusional you are?
We've got to go. The payload from the planet Crack is about to fall.
I gave you a chance to come around, Isaac. But if you still won't see it, I'll help you. One last time. Rig link override. This time, watch to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe it's happening. Strange. Such a little thing. Just had a talk. That's all this research was in the end. Not much, is it? Just trying to make it listen when he begged for convergence. But I had a different prayer. It spoke. And then it listened. Make this stop, I said. Maybe it understood, but... I can't return what was taken. Why can't I see you again, Isaac? I loved you. I always loved you.
You did this to yourself. Nicole's been dead this whole time. You just couldn't handle it, could you? Because if she's gone, at least now it'll be in safe hands. The marker won't turn anyone else into its puppet. Give me the loader remote.
No.
It's over. We're whole again. For Christ's sake, I'm not going to ask again, Cross.
No! Enough people have died!
Then just do it. I've got nothing left to lose.
Cross!
It's better this way, Isaac.
You did not need to shoot 3
You'll never
times.
recover from what the marker's done to you. And when the tectonic load drops, all this will be buried. Just like Earth God wanted.
Well, that's also definitely different. I'm pretty sure there wasn't a person in Nicole's place. She just wasn't there at all in the original. Which definitely had some moments where it's like, that doesn't quite make sense, because she was interacting with stuff and doing things. So it now being that there's not a person there. I mean, there was like a different person, but the hallucination was that I was seeing someone else where that person was. I was seeing Nicole where
Still make it before she leaves.
Elizabeth Cross was, and she was seeing, yeah, that does make a bit more sense than the way the original game went about it. But like, it's just such a strange change. I was definitely not expecting that one.
Last warning, Isaac. I mean it.
Oh shit.
Isaac.
Well, she's gone. There's a lot of items on the floor here. I remember one time I got to this final boss, and it managed to kill me. And I got sent back like 4 hours because I hadn't been saving. Yeah, goodbye, face orb. Stop shaking. Come on, you can rest. Wait, what? The orb stayed? That's a problem. Goodbye, face orb. What you gonna do next? Okay, and more of this. Okay, I can't hit those for some reason. He seems to just be missing me with his tentacles for some reason. Oh, that one is interesting. Got another one. Got another one. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Come on. Last little eyeball. God, this is hard to hit. He's wiggling around a lot. Eh. That was pointless. Nice. Actually. Ew. 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 Oh, God. Ow. That shit hurts. That didn't do anything. I thought it might. Okay, he put down his goop. He ungooped. Stasis doesn't seem to do anything to him. Oh, I gave myself so much room. Unless he does another line. Nope. I don't think that's any more ammo efficient. Because I thought that would be able to hit multiple orbs at once, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. Oh, he did 2 lines. This line didn't stay, though. That line did. Oh, wait, he's doing a 3rd line. Okay, he seems to only be able to have 1 line active at a time, though. So I don't know what the point of doing 3 lines was. Just try to whack me with your whole body, dumbass. Like, just lay that entire head down on me. Why don't you? Oh, nice. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Okay, here we go. It's time for this shit. I cannot land shots on that. I need a rocket launcher. Come on. I'm running out of ammo. God, I'm a bad aim. God, I'm not landing any of these. Stop shaking! Thank you. God, that's a lot of tentacles. Ew. He gooped all over me. Oh, it just wasn't using my ammo when I was on him? That's convenient and kind. Having to stop and reload there is a little annoying. But that is, like, uncharacteristically kind of the game to have that be that way. Also, all of the calm I have going on, and then I enter the cutscene area, and Isaac's just freaking out. Everything's falling apart. The fucking dichotomy there. Yeah, leave that bitch behind.
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I wish I could talk to someone.
I think it's a little bit interesting, the change in visuals they did on Nicole there. Because she used to be this, like, glowing digital ghost at that point in the game, and now she was just a corpse in the shadows. Which is interesting. That's an interesting mechanic also, having a fast forward on the credits, in case you Want to get to a post-credit scene without possibly accidentally skipping the credits? That is a lot of people. I've seen a lot of Justins and Davids. God, there's so many Davids. Or maybe it's just the same David showing up a lot. Did I see a Bryce? I think I saw a Bryce. Bunch of Chris's. I think I see a few Russian-looking names, but that might just be these names going by too fast for my brain to see them separately. 50,000 credits awarded, 10 power nodes awarded, text logs awarded, advanced soldier rig awarded. Nice. Let's see if we can go put this soldier rig on. Maybe it is the final bit of upgrade I need to get those last 5 things. I want to see what those are, see if there's any special ones. Maybe there's one that upgrades my stomp, makes it so that the stomp does more damage. I'd like that a lot. Please. That'd be nice. I didn't unlock the hardest... Is there no impossible difficulty on this? Hard's the hardest difficulty I have access to? Because that's what I already played on. Where's impossible? Why do I not have access to the impossible difficulty? Spike. Pick it up. Use it as a sword. Oh, that'd be interesting. Like a proper melee weapon in one of these games. I mean, 3 kind of had that. You could put bayonets on some of the weapons, but... not quite the same. Like, give me like a welding sword or something. That'd be interesting. A stasis hammer. You just hit it with a hammer and it goes into stasis.
And the data board's burned out.
I think I'm figuring out why
until we get a spare from the maintenance.
I don't like Isaac's new face so much.
Just make
Because
sure there's power to the repairs.
he's clean shaven.
And Isaac,
He just doesn't look anything like the original Isaac Clarke, and I've noticed a big part of it is probably the lack of beard, the lack of facial hair. That's probably a big part of it, actually. Game? Can I pick up the thingy? It's not letting me grab it. Even though it's right fucking there. Oh, I had to get rid of the paper. Nah, it's not in my inventory. That's weird. That's another one of you. Fuck off. Whoa! Bro came flying at me. Jeez. Okay, we're finally at the first store. Let's take a look at this military suit, baby. Suit level 6, EDF rig. Earth Defense Force rig, interesting. Thankfully, I have enough for it, because the game gave me 50,000 at the start, at the end of the first round. Yeah. It's a completely different look from the engineer suit. And like, it looks alright, but I really like the engineer suit, so I'm not the biggest fan of it. Oh, and they put all my other stuff in storage. Nice. Okay, so I didn't lose it. That's nice. Why the fuck do I have so many? Why the fuck do I have so many stasis things? Jesus Christ! Why? Like, actually, why? And a kinesis throw damage. Okay, that's cool. So nothing for stomps. No square things like the guns have. But it's alright. It's alright. Maxed out suit, baby. Also, Isaac's glute is completely unprotected in this military suit. And isn't there, like, a thing about getting shot in the butt in war? Like, these are supposed to be military suits. Isn't there, like, a thing about getting shot in the butt? Like, it's a... like, the $1 million wound or something like that? Hello everyone, post-editing Brex here. I just wanted to sum up my thoughts on the remake real quick. Honestly, I'm kind of conflicted. Because in a lot of ways it is better, but in some ways I think it's worse, and as a result, I'm not sure if I actually think I prefer it over the original. Yeah, there's a few things I want to address. I'm going to start with the bad, and then we can get to the good. First, the ADS cannons. I'm gonna be honest. I fucking hate the new ADS cannons. They are so fucking lame and boring and shit, in my opinion. Like, I realize people hated the original a lot, but that's just because it was overtuned and overly difficult. The actual mechanics of it weren't bad. Like, the controls could have been better, because if I'm remembering correctly, you had to control it with what would normally be the walk stick, which made aiming feel a little weird. But if they just made it so that controlling was the look stick, boom, that problem's fixed. The actual, like, asteroid part had no problems other than its difficulty. It was a super cool, super fun thing. The boss fight in the ADS cannon could have definitely had some work done on it, but, like, I don't think they needed to change the ADS cannon itself. They just needed to change the boss and the way it works a little bit. And of course, tone down the difficulty, because it was overtuned, and even the original designers admitted that, hey, we play-tested it so much while designing it that we got really good at it, and as a result, we made it a thing where it was slightly difficult for us, but as a result, it was super fucking difficult for people that hadn't been playtesting it for hours on it. Which is fair. Like, I can understand how that mistake happened, and of course, tone down the difficulty would be a good idea. But the way they changed it, they just gutted it so much. Like, it's so lame. It controls so awkwardly with the fucking, like, you have to press A to shoot. You can't shoot your actual gun while you're shooting it. You're just floating around while aiming it remotely, I guess. It's a weird system. And, like, they just removed the entire spacewalk system, like the spacewalk section. I loved the spacewalk section to the ADS cannons in the original game, where you're going through this, like, corridor on the outside of the ship. You're completely exposed to the elements. These asteroids are raining down on you, and you have to avoid them as you get yourself across. And you're on a time limit. I normally don't like time limits in games, but this one works. It was a pressure. If you go too slow, if you take too long, you are going to suffocate. Which was maybe I was kind of doing that to myself as someone who didn't ever upgrade his air capacity in those games. But, like, yeah, I think it added a real nice element of pressure to it. And, like, all of that was just gone. It was so boring, easy, just... It was there, technically... But it feels like it was just completely removed entirely, and I don't like that, because I really liked the original system in the game. It was overtuned and difficult, but it was fun, it was cool, it was intriguing, it was something different, it was a change of pace for the gameplay, and I think that is something that is really good, and I like a lot when older games do that. They add something different, a change of pace. A lot of older games did that. A lot of newer games don't do that, and it's something I feel is actually lacking with a lot of games these days, and this game was one that had something like that, and then they took it out. And I don't understand why they did that. I'm also not the biggest fan of the complete changes to the way they did the zero gravity stuff. I really liked the mag boots system in the first game. Of course, I understand why they changed it. They made it fit more in line with the second and third game. Fair. I was kind of hoping for a combination of the two, where, like, you could still play it exactly how you did the original game, but you can also go up into floating around. They didn't do that, though, which I do think changes some of the boss fights in ways that I'm personally not a fan of, but that's just because I'm averse to change in certain ways. It is perfectly fine. I'm just a bit stickly on that, because it was something the way the original game did it was a way I've never seen any other game do it, and I thought that was really cool and interesting, and they changed that. So another thing is the shooting range. I do, in retrospect, look back at the shooting range, and I realize if I didn't have something to compare it to, it's really cool. It's a really cool thing. It makes sense for there to be a shooting range. I think the way they did the shooting range looks a lot better. The layout is more immersive and, like, what you'd expect a shooting range to be, rather than just this corridor with some things that pop up and down. Like, it's definitely better designed in that front. And, like, getting Like, it wouldn't make sense for you to just be able to just do the shooting range without being attacked by all the aliens on the ship and all that stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. It's immersive, it's well designed, it's good. It's just like, I played the original so many times and I got used to what it was in the original, and like I saw the change originally and I was like, okay, cool, this is a cooler layout, it's something different. But I still expected it to be something where I can just try the shooting range until I get the high score and I have infinite ammo while I'm doing that, and then I get some cool loot if I get good enough. But that's not what it is in this game, and the subversion of expectation had a negative effect on my view of it. In retrospect, though, it's good. I just am averse to change on that front. So yeah, I was a little harsh on it originally. It's a decent change, just not what I expected or wanted it to be, but it's fine. It's fine as is. Another thing is the story, the expansion on the storytelling. I actually really do like that in a lot of ways, the way we get more of it. As far as I'm aware, almost everything they did with the expanding of the storytelling was stuff that was true about the original games. It just was like hidden away in text files and stuff. It's not stuff you'd find out normally, like Isaac's mother being part of unitology, which is something I never knew in the originals, if it was actually a thing there. And it is brought up multiple times here. There is one downside, I think, though, to the way they changed the storytelling, and that is there are some times where the characters are just sitting there talking to each other back and forth for what feels like ages, and it's so wordy and it takes them so long to get through the dialogue. And like the original game was definitely more concise, which is something I definitely value a lot in games, is being quick and getting to the point. The only other thing I can think about the game that I didn't like are the way they changed Hammond's story and some of the gun changes. Hammond's like story in the original, I can't quite exactly remember what it was entirely, but I remember the moment he got taken out, and it was a memorable moment. Like, you cared about this character to some extent. He seemed like someone who was super capable, and he just gets torn apart by one of the tanks. And it is very much a memorable moment from the original game. And in this one, he's just chasing around illusions of Chen the entire game, which, like, okay, fair, that kind of makes sense with the way the marker is known to mess with people's minds and stuff. But, like, him just, like, shoving himself into some energy anomaly. I don't really remember exactly what that was. It was some kind of battery thing for the ship, warp drive, I don't know. But him just tearing himself apart to kill a normal, like, he had a gun on him. Why, like, okay, he might have gotten slashed. Okay, cool. Why push him and yourself into certain death when you could have just fought back normally and probably still died, but had a chance and seemed somewhat like a capable badass? Like, the way he goes out in this game is just so much more lame, and I don't care for it personally. And then the gun changes, of course. They changed, like, the secondary fire of, like, every single gun in the game. There were some secondary fires I very much liked in the original that are gone in this one, and there are some guns that were practically useless in the original game that are actually good in this one, and that would mostly be a good thing. But I kind of, like, it seemed thematically fitting that the pulse rifle was useless in the original game, because it's like, it made sense why the people on the military ship didn't really do a good job fighting back the necromorphs, because that's practically the only weapon they had was pulse rifles. And it made sense why our tools that weren't even really supposed to be weapons were working better than that. Like, it was like a cool thematic thing. I don't really know how to put it into words, but like, that was taken away because the pulse rifle is actually really good in this game. And like, it's kind of a mixed bag, because like, yeah, you want the weapons in the game to be good, but it also kind of doesn't fit like the theme and story that the game had going on. So I don't really know how to feel about that. I definitely don't like some of the weapon changes, like the way they changed the line gun, because I love the line gun in the original game, and it just seems useless in this one to me, personally. I don't like its new secondary fire. Its old secondary fire was really good. It one-shot the wall tentacle things. But yeah. That's just a bunch of minor stuff. Like, everything else about the remake is better. I will fully admit that. It's just those few things kind of hold it back to me, and it's like, the original game definitely, I think, did that better. So, in a way, I don't know that I think the remake is universally, like, just the better game. Because the original game was more concise, it did certain story beats and mechanics better. It's like a conflicting thing. I guess it's something I could kind of be happy for, because it means the original game still has some value of its own. This isn't a full replacement, but I feel like a lot of people are going to treat it like one, and they're never going to experience those things in the original game and the way they are. And yeah, I just kind of feel a little sad about that. But that being said, it's still a great game. From what I understand, I don't think they're going to be doing a remake of the second game, and then third at any point. Maybe not even making a new game at any point. Like, nothing's been announced. And from what I understand, like, EA doesn't see it as being worth it or something for some reason. Can't remember exactly where I heard that, but, like, I would still love to see them try it. I don't think the original game needed a remake. I still stand by that. I don't think the original game needed a remake. I don't really think the second game needs a remake either. The second game is nearly perfect in my mind. I can't, off the top of my head, think of any problems it has. It was very difficult. I'll agree with that. It was definitely a lot more difficult than the original game or the third one, but, like, I don't think that was a bad thing. The third game could definitely use a remake. A lot of people were unhappy with that. There are some things that are not great about it. I personally enjoyed the third game a lot more than most people, I think. Personally, though, I would just like to see a fourth game. Though I have seen an interview with the guy that made the original games and what he would like to do if they did a remake of the third game, and I'd very much be interested in seeing that. That was very, like, interesting. If I can find the link for that, I'll put it in the description. If I remember. I might not, sorry. But yeah. Mostly, I just want a new Dead Space game. I don't really care for the remakes. It's cool that it's getting a thing. It's cool that it's becoming relevant again. People are talking about Dead Space more, but I just want more Dead Space, not remakes of what I already thought were practically perfect games that are the original two. And even if the third game was flawed, I really enjoyed it personally. But that all being said, my thoughts being shared, yeah, I had fun. I hope y'all did too. Editing this video took way too long. Probably would have only taken me like 2 weeks if I hadn't procrastinated so much, but it ended up taking me like 2 months because I did procrastinate a lot. Anyway, here I am at the end of the edit. This is the end of the series. If you made it through this entire series and you enjoyed watching it, please consider liking and subscribing. I know my upload schedule on this main channel is not frequent, but I do more stuff on my second channel. Basically anything that's unedited or something goes up on there. I just want to make sure whatever goes up on this main channel is actually good. But yeah, if you enjoyed it and you'd like to be around when I make more, please like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I don't post often, so you might actually need that notification bell ring, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have that notification bell on for most people I watch, but that's because they just post often, so I just know, hey, I'll go check their channel every now and then. But for people that I know don't post often, like, say, the Russian Badger or something, yeah, I have their bell on, because I need to know when they upload, because I have no freaking idea when that's gonna happen. So, yeah, considering that seems to be my schedule as well, maybe consider doing that. But yeah, have a good one, guys. Brex10 signing out. That's not how I do my outro. What the